Alright, well, as a shop teacher of freshman boys, I can confirm that the SawStop mechanism works very well. Had a student still has his thumb, but anyways, as you can see, he hit the blade with his thumb and immediately did it what it was supposed to. It jams that piece of lead with this little cartridge into the blade and pulls it down. So aside from being a little embarrassed and ashamed of himself, he at least still has his thumb. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to take this off. It's actually seems kind of hard, but it's pretty simple. So I've already taken my kerfing knife off, already taken the kickback stoppers off. Make sure you keep those all together so you can put them all back. So all the safety stuff has been taken off. All right, so now first thing you gotta do is take this guy off. I've actually already loosened those up with an Allen wrench. So those just come out. Once you get them loose, you can take them out with your fingers. You can move your blade up and down still to make this easier to get your hand in and out of there. A point of emphasis is this machine has already been unplugged, breakers turned off, all that good stuff. You want to make sure you do that before you do any of this. Okay, so take this off. Alright. Now we just got to get the blade nut off of there. And then I'll show you there's a clutch pin down there you've got to remove, and that's easier to do from the underside. So at any rate, for the purpose of this video, I have already loosened that, so just take this off. Nut off. Washer off of there. Okay. And now, guys, so the easiest part about getting inside of here is just open up this little door down here. This comes open. It's much easier to get to everything in here. So you have this little door here. It comes off really easily. Just take this nut off of there. Lifts off of there. Get out of the way. Now you can get to this whole apparatus under here. All right, so this clutch pin, if you move it to the upright position, so it should be down already, locked. All you have to do is move it to the up position all the way. And when you first do it, it might be a little tight. You might have to get a flathead screwdriver in there and kind of help budge it loose. But once you get it loose, it just wiggles right out. And it goes back in the same way. Okay, so pull that clutch pin out. And now all we're looking at is there's a pin right here, and a pin right here, and then the blade. It's all gonna stay attached. So now you just wiggle it off of there with a pry bar or your wrenches or your flathead screwdrivers. But in case you wanna try to keep it even, so as you pull it off of there, just do one side at a time. The whole blade has to be replaced anyways, so not worried about bending it. Okay, so once you get that to pop off, it might be able to come under here and wiggle it off. It's kind of hard to do with one hand here. There we go. All right, so wiggle it off of there, and the whole thing pulls out. Okay, so now you can see, pull it out of there. You just have when you put it back on there, when you get your new one, this spring actually squeezes. This pin stays down inside of there, but it should be pre-loaded that way, so it should line right up. But to get it off of there, you might have to squeeze this a little bit to get that pin to pop out. But there you have it. And you do have to replace your blade as well as the mechanism. And I will link to the 2 pieces you need in the comments.